Hey y'all, and I'm gonna have to do something about this lighting. Yes, I look like a ghost. Yeah, and y'all can't see me. No, y'all can't see me. We're gonna have to move away from the spot. What's up? Hello. We're gonna move from this spot because it's way. Hello. It is way too light. Hey. I'm sorry, y'all. We always go through this. I always gotta find hello, Miss Georgine. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, beautiful. So, just hold up for a second. I'm gonna move because this spot right here is just like way too. It's just like way too. I'm doing good. I'm just moving because it is way too light right here. So I'm gonna move and we will chit chat. Okay. Hey y'all, hey loves. It's just way too bright. So I wanted to talk to you guys because it's been a minute. This is a whole lot better, right? Not the best, but still. I'm gonna move the. I can't be like in the direct sunlight, but we gonna chat, okay? First of all, let me get this down. Second of all, let me move this down. And I know, yeah. Hold on just a second, y'all. Give me like a second. That helps out a lot when the screen can show like, okay, let's move this back a little bit. Let me get a little comfortable. Okay, so first of all, if you guys, hi, how you doing, y'all? Hey girl, hey Steve, hey Lori. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, now you know. There is a poll on, like if you go to my YouTube channel and you see some tabs, you'll see like video, hey girl, you'll see playlist, you'll see community. If you click on community, you'll see where I put, go on, shake it out, girl, shake out that fro. Yeah, this is an old wash and go, and I need to like turn it into a twist out tonight. But what was I going to tell y'all? Oh, okay. So there's YouTube community, and you guys can go there. And anytime, I've been doing a lot of polls there where I'm getting you guys' um, I'm getting your opinions about stuff. Questions, things y'all want to see me post, or like what video you want to see first. Um, yeah, you can click on YouTube community in that, and it'll show you things. Yeah, for the polls. Um, so you can actually see it. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, girl. How you doing? Okay, so now that I have you guys here, thank you. Now that I have you here, let's talk announcements first, and then we'll go into our little chit chat. Cause I don't want to be here long. I said that I was gonna do about 10 minutes, and then that's it because I'm trying to condense my videos. Okay, so anyway, first thing, first update is that I don't know if you guys saw that I have a new series called Maintenance Mondays, and maintenance meaning hair. And the purpose of me doing that is because I know a lot of times we as YouTubers, we do videos. It's very formal. I try to have my more informal. I feel more connected to you guys when it's a little bit more informal, but I know some things get skipped, and hopefully during Maintenance Monday, because it's more vlog style and you're coming with me, there's a really good one coming up. I'm so excited that I have about Happy New Year, love. I have about 3 weeks worth of content already. Like, I already have Maintenance Monday for Monday already set up. Happy New Year, everybody. I already have Maintenance Monday this Monday coming up, and that one's gonna be a really good one just because it shows you like my favorite, how I moisturize my hair to keep it juicy. And that one is on Monday, and then I'm gonna talk about another topic. Make sure down in the comments after this I mean, because this will be up for the replay. Let me know what topics you guys want me to talk about. So, thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna like a good one that's coming up is I was a nail model for Ipsy. I did another editorial for them, but this one is for nails, and they told me to come camera ready. So I wanted to show you guys how I did my hair and everything because I was gonna be on set. I had to do my makeup. So uh, yeah, that one's a really good one that's going to be coming up, and I'm really excited about that because I feel like that's going to make the beauty aesthetic very significant and very like focused on my channel. Maintenance Mondays, it's just not going to be about curly hair too. We're going to do some, like, hopefully I can do some interviews. You're going to be going in the studio with me. Yeah, so really cool. Yeah, thank you. So, you guys, on the poll on YouTube community, I asked the question, what did you guys want to talk about? Did you want to talk about how much makeup that I use? Thank you. For Maintenance Monday, can we discuss reverse struggle? Hold on. Blowout back to blowout back to the curly state. My hair has been straightened. How certain sections are curly and some are straight. Yes, I am going to be talking about transitioning and taking your hair back from, like, because that was my issue was heat damage. So I will be talking about that. And yeah, so I'll be talking about that. Let me see. I found out how to go back to the comments, y'all. So I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, I'll be talking about how to take your hair and like how to protect your curls because I like my hair straight, y'all. Some people just like, oh, I just want to stay curly. That's not me. Y'all gonna see wigs. I have a wig extension review coming up, which means that I'm gonna be wearing my hair like this and putting the extensions to make my hair bigger. So, because sometimes we want some big hair. We want bigger hair than what we have. And I have fine, thin hair. And pretty much this is, I'm not going to say this is as big as my hair gets because I feel like my hair gets bigger with twist outs. Yes, clip ins, hunty. Thank you. Um, so clip in curly extensions because, oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, so uh, on the YouTube community, you guys asked the question. Well, I asked certain things. I think I am gonna come with a video. Would y'all prefer? And this is something that I'll put on the YouTube community. Would you prefer me doing a YouTube live like this when I do this video, or would you prefer it to be like a formal, like me talking to the camera, formally, and then you guys making comments? I want to talk about how much makeup I used up, and then I did a spreadsheet for natural hair, for skin care, body care, and then I did makeup. So you want me to do it live? So I'll schedule that. But how much makeup I used versus how much I spent, because y'all, let me just give y'all a hint. I am not VIB Rouge anymore, and I thought about that for a minute. And I know we were talking about random stuff, but I talked about that for a minute just because I was thinking, I was like, you know what? $1,000. Now that's just in Sephora. We're not talking about Ulta. We're not talking about CVS. We're not talking about drugstore. We're just talking about, I was VIB Rouge, y'all. I could have gotten an LV, okay, a good one, okay. Um, Let me see what you said. Hold on, because I can go back. Doing live is hard as you have to respond to people. However, I like it live also. No, I like it live because I think responding to you guys, I mean, I like interaction anyway, But responding to you guys is like one of the things that I love and I thrive on. And responding back to, like, I like conversation. So sometimes that's kind of hard because you have to pretend like like you're replying back to somebody when you're, which I have no problem with, but it's even better when I talk to people. But I definitely will schedule that. Maybe I'll do that for next. Let's schedule that for next Friday. We will do that on January. What is next Friday, y'all? The 15th is Monday, so 15th, 16th, 15th, 16th. Do y'all prefer I do it on a Wednesday or a Friday? Thank you. Do y'all prefer I do it on a Wednesday or a Friday? Because that will be the video for that day rather than me filming. I will do that video live because I was gonna do that. Um, Hump Day specials. Ah, I like that, girl. Oh, you said Friday? Okay. I like the Hump Day specials. That's cute. Wednesday. Yes, we do have other goals in life. Okay. I was just talking about, and I did a video on it. And if you hadn't seen the goals video, but I talk about 8 lists that I want to accomplish in 2018. And let me just say this because me and CJ were talking about this. Um, we were talking about not calling it a bucket list. I hate that. I know. I don't use hate a lot of times, but I hate calling it a bucket list because it means I gotta die to do it before I gotta think about, oh, if I die. No, I feel like a life list, and both of us said yes because like that brings a positive. Like calling it bucket, it's like I gotta die to do this stuff. No, I want to live my life. I only have one life, so these are things that I want to do. So I'm gonna call it a life list. What time would I do my live chat? Um, I think for it works for a lot of people. Maybe I'll do it around 3 Pacific is 6 p.m. No, but a lot of people are getting off of work then. Maybe I'll do it around noon. I don't know. I'll put up a poll as to the times that I'm available, and I'll put up a poll. How about that? Like noon works for me. I could do noon, which would be 3 o'clock, or 12, like 12:30, like we're doing right now. Or I could do like 6, not 6 o'clock. I could do 12. I could do 3. I can do between 12 and 3. Yeah, yeah, bucket list. Like, so I'm gonna call it a life list, okay? But I talk about a list in there that I want to do, and it is 8 things that 8 habits I want to break, and 8 habits I want to make. So it's 8 lists. 8 habits I want to break. 8 habits I want to make. 8 books I want to read this year. 8 places I want to go. I was looking at museums and zoos, and I think I'm gonna put it on my vlog channel. But I want to talk about different um, family trips because a lot of times, me and Forrest, we could go a lot of places. Me and the hubby, okay. But when you have a family, sometimes we feel restricted, like, oh, I can't go that place because I'm with the kids. But I do want us to have more family oriented, like trips, like just even Saturdays. So I want to throw out some ideas to you guys because um, I signed up for a newsletter called What's Up for Kids, and it's like different things the around the city, around your city that you can. Yes, it's my car that I'm sitting in. So, so 8 places I want to go, and that's type of stuff. But I did want to talk to you guys about because you all said on the poll things that I would say. I actually have a book of like all my ideas, and I should have like did I No, I did not put the bookmark in it. But it was things that I would tell, like mistakes that I've made and in life, and things that I would tell my younger self. So let me find the page. But while I'm looking for mine, are there any things that you guys would tell your younger self? Like, one of the things I know that's on the list is to travel more before I got married. Like, I did travel, but I wish I would have traveled more. And a mistake, I feel like that there's a difference between a mistake and a bad decision. A mistake is something that you meant to do right that you ended up doing wrong. A bad decision is something that you know was wrong from the first place. Finish college, yeah. I would have gone back for my master's before getting married because it's so hard after you have children and marriage because um, you can do it. You definitely can do it. I am thinking about and I don't feel like when going for my master's, I want undergrad is different. I got my degree, but graduate school, you want to go for it. This is money we're talking about. So, a specific reason. If there is no purpose in it, then just wait. But I wish I would have. I have two kids, I have two children. So, that is definitely something that I would have done. In terms of relationship, in terms of my relationships with people, not necessarily like dating, I definitely would have told myself to have more confidence and choose my friends more wisely. In terms of, I used to be, y'all, it used to, growing up, I used to have such, mama male, I had such a hard time telling people no. And now I learned that there is a nice way to say no. You don't have to be mean to say no. There's a nice way to say no. And I took this from, it was a businesswoman. She was super duper sweet. And what happened was, what had happened was, I used to get upset for telling people, like, I would say yes and then be upset at having to do it and having to do whatever task or whatever. And because in my heart, I really didn't want to do it. But this was like in my 20s that this was going on. People would ask, "Can you do this? Can you do this?" And I would feel overwhelmed and like sad and didn't feel good about myself. But I took this from this woman. She was actually giving this speech, and she was like, "This is the way that I tell people no. When I have too much on my plate, because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have a business, and yeah, it wears you out mentally. Like you have a, like that's something that you want to do. Like you don't want to do. It's like you want to prevent yourself from having a breakdown. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So, okay, so let me tell you guys what she said to me. And this is going to help so many people. I know it is. It's going to help so many people. So she says, um, so she says, the person asked her, like, can you do this? And she was like, oh, I would love to do, oh my God, I would love to do that. But you know what? I have so many other things on my plate, but thank you for asking me. And the person was like, did she just say no? Like she said it so nicely. The person was like, oh, okay. And she was like, did she just tell me no? I know, right? So anytime somebody says that to me, I'm like, thank you so much for asking me. But I have so many things on my plate. But thank you for thinking that, thank you for considering me. So it was like it's like you're saying no, but you're saying it in a positive way where the person doesn't feel offended because sometimes you can be like, not doing that. No, shut it down. That gives a different type of like energy, a different type of persona. And I feel like I am naturally a positive person. I feel like I'm a positive person. So, that's just something, take it with, that's just a suggestion, something that you can hold. It's just saying, you know what, I would love to do that, but I have so many things on my plate, but thank you so much for thinking about me. And like say it with a smile. Oh my God. I mean, people will be like, oh, she told me no, but it was so nice. So, yeah. But no, I have two boys. I have two boys. Two lovely boys. They've been on my channel, so if you want to check out, and my husband, so it's so funny. I did like 20. Wait, I did the 12 pans of Christmas. I did an update too, and I say, and in the title, in the thumbnail, it says the family is lit. Literally, whenever I do a video, and they just like come out. They come out of like the rooms and stuff. They're like, "Mama's doing a video. Let's video crash her. Video, yeah, wedding crash. Yeah, let's video crash her." So Forrest was in it. The kids were in it. Joseph loves crashing my videos, y'all. He just crashed my like vlog. Oh, I haven't put that one up yet. That one, I'm thinking about doing a Saturday vlog every year. I hope so. I hope my kids love me. Sometimes, you have to be the tough mom, but I hope they love me. They'll love me later. Like I love my mom. I couldn't stand her in the beginning, but I love my mom now. I couldn't stand her being a teenager, but I just think that's the phase girls go through anyway. I couldn't stand my mother, but now we're like best friends. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, Jesus, please don't have my children like dislike me like I dislike my mother, but that's probably going to happen. But I just think that's something that girls go through anyway. But okay, so in terms of relationships, I definitely wish I would have picked my friends a little bit better just because I picked, you know, I picked I picked people that weren't good for me. I was good for them. I was a good friend. I remember having a friend, and this was almost like an aha moment, okay? When she was introducing me to somebody else that she wanted to be friends with, right? And she was like, and I was like, I introduced her to somebody else, and I was like, this is my best friend, let's just call her Rebecca. And she was like, what did she say? No, I said, oh, this is my best friend, Rebecca. And I'm not talking about a Rebecca, although I know, um, you know. So, yeah, so she says, yeah, this is Melissa. This is a girl I know. A girl you know? Really? We grew up. Our parents knew each other. We grew up. We love, we hang out all the time, but I'm just a girl that you know. Really? So, y'all, listen to, if I could give any advice, listen to what the immaculate and late Maya Angelou said, and that is when people tell you who they are, listen. Because obviously I was not her best friend. But I was like, this is my best friend, Rebecca. And, that was an aha moment, but that was like going into college. I started knowing myself and getting to know myself going into college. And see how people introduce you, see how they treat you. You know what? And oh, this is another thing that I learned. You train people how you want to be treated. So, if I don't have a self confidence about myself, 9 times out of 10, people are not going to treat me with respect. So, there's a way to disagree too. Like, there's certain things that I remember a particular situation that I just, um, I remember having a talk with one of my friends, and at the time, she disagreed on something that I agreed on. And I was just like, you know what? We're not going to agree. So let's just move on to the other subject, another subject. And she totally got offended. And I was like, okay, so we going to keep ranting. You like it this way. I like it this way. We ain't coming to a consensus, okay? Yes, absolutely. Amen. High five, virtual high five. We use the word friend. She was a friend, though, by the way. Not anymore. And that's another thing is that there is, It's okay. This is another thing I learned. It's okay to categorize people in your life. Like I used to feel guilty about categorizing people, but there are acquaintances, there are coworkers. There are some coworkers that will never be your friend, but you can still treat them with respect, okay? And when I'm introducing them, if they're a coworker, I'm gonna say this is a coworker of mine. Now I'm not gonna say this is a coworker of mine. Okay? Body language tells a lot about things. Like if I said that's this is a coworker of mine, obviously that's a coworker I don't like. But if I say this is a coworker of mine, I'm showing the person respect, but not at the same time, she's a coworker. A person can be an acquaintance. They can be a, a friend of the family. Okay, friend of the family does not necessarily mean a personal friend of yours. This is a friend that was, this relationship was formulated. Our car's about to leave, y'all. That's why I'm looking so late. This is a friend that was formulated through a friendship, through family. Okay, doesn't necessarily like a family friend of my husband's family does not necessarily mean he's a personal friend. And let me tell you something else. Yeah, let me tell y'all. And tell me if y'all agree. Just because, and this is for all the people that have like boyfriends. If you have, if you're married, tell me if you think this. Because I tell me if you agree and disagree with this, and then we can move. Well, I mean, we can wait until next week. Yeah, we can. It's okay to put friends in groups. I feel like, um, just to treat all of them with respect. Okay, even somebody that you don't like, you can respect. There are people that have been like, just know what line. Don't cross over that line because sometimes if you cross, so there's some people that you can cross over the line and you can joke too much and they don't know how to cross. And you're like, okay, you just said too much. You said too much. Yeah, don't go there. So sometimes, I have to feel a person out to see if I can go there because I can't joke with everybody. And I am a person that can, like, I like to joke, but I've learned there are certain people that I'm just not going to joke with because they don't know how to, I'm joking about, you know, uh, something that's generally funny, and then they start talking about my mama. Don't talk, don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my kids. Don't talk about my husband. Okay, and not in a they joke in an offensive way, like girl, your husband looking. My husband look good though, but they say something. I know. And that's another thing. Girl, yes. Okay. If you dish it, you sure better be able to take it. Okay? Don't be one of those people that just like dish stuff out and then when somebody hands it back to you, you can't take it. Like that's another thing that I have problem. So my thing is like if I can joke with the person, I certainly I better be able to receive it. Now, there's a same level of hey girl, hey girl. There's a level of receiving and disseminating. You know what I mean? It needs to be on the same level. There's just certain things. There's just certain things I'm not gonna joke about. I'm not gonna joke about people's kids. People are very sensitive about their children. You know, I'm not going to joke about people's parents. Now, it depends on a personal level, like how long I've known you, different things, but you can feel stuff out. When you first get to know somebody, don't talk about their kids, their children, you know, don't talk about looks, okay? Because everybody's, I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Some people believe that their kids look good and you may not feel that way. Okay? So don't ask a question. This is having a lot. Don't ask me a question. Now you know I am the truth serum, okay? Don't ask me a question that you might get an answer that you didn't expect. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Yes. And sometimes you know what? You have to discern a person's mood too. You have to discern somebody's mood because if they're in a bad mood, don't start joking about something like, you know, now if you want to lift the spirits, say something that that it was going to be funny. But there are certain things like if the mood is bad, don't talk about something that's going to like tick them off even more. Some people, you have to be like, I feel like you have to be like conscientious of a person's feelings. Okay, so yeah, yeah, don't be annoyingly funny. Like there's certain people that are annoyingly funny, and I'm just like know when to stop too. Because some people just go on and on and on and on. You like stop, stop, stop. You were funny maybe two jokes ago, but just stop. Stop right now. Um, what else? Yeah, in terms of relationships, it's okay. I hate it when someone asks for your opinion and you give it to them and they get upset. Yeah, like, do you think? Like, my husband's the truth serum too. So if I ask him, babe, do you think I need to lose some weight? He's like, you want? I mean, but see, we have that type of relationship. You know, I'm one of those like, be if you go, if he knows this though. Um, like, especially when I was when I was pregnant, he was like, babe, you getting big, obviously. But I remember saying, look, you look pregnant too. You want to have the baby next time, right? Yeah, they keep 100. So don't ask a question like my husband. He's like, I remember one time. This is like early in our relationship because we've been married like going on 16 years. Uh, what did he ask me? I was laughing so hard that I forget what I was getting ready to say to y'all. But Forrest, y'all, if you've seen him on my channel, y'all know Forrest is like he keeps it 100. Yeah, you want him to. I don't know if I want my husband a lot. Like if I ask him a question, because you know what, we were best friends before we were married. So when I really ask him a question, I really want to know. If I don't want to know, I don't ask him. Okay. If I should I spend this money? If I know, I'm like, if it's something I really want, and I'm like, should I buy this? He gonna say no. I know he gonna say no, so I'm not gonna ask him. That ain't none of your business. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes he gives his opinion and I don't want it, but that's just married life. Yeah, it's hard to know how a person will react sometimes. Yeah. So, um, okay. So I'm gonna put a poll. I'm gonna head out, y'all, because I've been here for a sec. I'm gonna I'm gonna put up a poll on YouTube community. Men can be really blunt. Yeah, yeah. Especially, you know what? Sometimes they're the best people to ask, especially if you need a male perspective. Go to a man that you can trust. And when I say that, like, that's going to be unbiased. Like, Forrest, he is considerate of my feelings sometimes. Sometimes it hurts, but the truth, I'd rather you have to see how you want to weigh that out. Would you rather have the truth or would you rather have somebody tell it to you sugarcoated? You know? And Forrest is going to give it to me. He's not going to give me the sugar coated truth. He will consider that sometimes. Yeah, my husband being together 28, he feels like uh, that's why I say something to you. I really don't. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what you said, Stephanie. Why I say sometimes you really don't want to know the whole truth. Right. You know what? And this is a way that we warn each other. Like, do you really want to know? And sometimes I'm like, nah, never mind. Sometimes I'll say, never mind, never mind. Yeah. Like, he'll go, do you really want to know? Or like me, I'm like, are you ready? Like, that's, you know what? I say, do you really want to know? Forrest is like, okay, you ready? I'm like, nah, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. Truth all the way, yes. So, sometimes I do want to know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But sometimes you're like, just give me a little bit. just give me, just give me like, you know, give it to me soft. Like, let me fix your plate and you be happy before you give me that answer. So no. But anyway, those are just certain things that I wanted to talk to y'all about mistakes that I made and everything. Give it to me halfway. Yeah, let me come halfway to you. Um, nah, I want the truth from them. I just don't. Just give it to me piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? Don't give it all to me. Let me cry. Yeah, sometimes the truth does hurt. So that's why I was saying, like, do you would you rather hurt for a little minute, or would you like rather like it sugar coated? And most of the time, I'm like, you want it. You want the full truth. You want it, and sometimes I'm ready for the hurt. Not saying now nobody likes pain. Okay, I'm not talking about no BDSM or any of that stuff here. Okay, we're not talking about 50 Shades. 50 Shades of feelings. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, like like you're like okay, and prepare yourself when you want somebody 50 Shades of feelings. Yeah, that's what I need to call. I need to have a book, 50 Shades of feelings. No, um, you know that with certain people, you know that the truth is gonna hurt, but it's okay. It's okay because you need the truth. You need the truth to keep you sound. I don't like lies. I don't like people lying to me. I certainly don't want to lie to other people. So you know what? Um, I've learned to slow down my speech. I have a, and I'm gonna talk about this, y'all, and then we gonna go for real. Um, One of the things that I in my 8 list of things habits I want to break is saying the word and I want to break the habit of stuttering because I stutter really bad. That's one of the things that so true. That's one of the things that I had a problem with starting YouTube is that I was like people are going to see like my vulnerability and stuttering is one of the things. I would not edit as much that I do on my YouTube videos if I didn't stutter. So I am gonna come with a video about like insecurities and overcoming them because I feel like if that would have stopped, I would not have met so many amazing people. You guys, you're amazing, and I love conversing with you. I've learned so much. You all have helped me through tough times and everything. So yeah, um, but that's one of the things that I want to learn is stop saying and I need to stop work. I need to work on stuttering. So those are just like two things that I want to like stop. Yeah, like I don't want to like lie to people, and it's okay to slow down your speech because sometimes like my brain goes faster than my mouth can go. So that's where the stuttering happens because it's like my mind is going like this, and my brain and my mouth. I'm trying to make my mouth speed up to what my brain. But really, what I need to do is slow down the process of my brain, let my mouth catch up with it. You know what I mean? And yes, yeah. And sometimes I've had this. Sometimes my mouth would just splurt out without thinking, and in doing that, sometimes the filter, but also not saying what's truly in your heart. Meaning that I did one of the things that happens, like if my husband asked me, "Did you do that? Like, did that happen or whatever?" And I go, "No." Well, actually, it did, but I'm so reactive that I spoke too soon. I learned that early in my marriage, like, because then you have to go back and be like, "I'm sorry, I did actually do that, so I'm sorry." I don't like saying I'm sorry. I don't love saying it. I'll say it, but I don't love saying I'm sorry. Oh, I just love saying I'm sorry. No, no. That the boss lady in me, the the strong woman in me, you know. So you have to go back and say, oh, I'm sorry, instead of like thinking about it and be like, mm, let me ponder on that. Sometimes it's even good to say, let me think about that for a sec. Okay, saying your thought process out loud. Let me think about that for a second, and then let me get back to you. I've learned that too, and not having to tell people like right off. So I know it's hard to stop habits, but you know what? That's one thing about perfecting and making oneself and becoming the best version of oneself is really working on the things that love the things, embrace the things that are great about you, but also trying to change those things about you. And guess what? I have prayer, I have the help of God, I have fasting and praying that I can do in order to make those things happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat. I miss y'all so much, and we have to do this more. We will be back next Wednesday, and I am tallying up all the amounts of makeup and all that kind of stuff so we can talk about life goals and not letting like one part of our life like shopping and all that kind of stuff be just like our everyday thought process because that can happen on YouTube talking about makeup all the time and we just want to haul all the time, we want to spend money, but you know there's other things in life besides that. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know uh, what you guys want to talk about in terms of like any comments about friends, things of your things that you would have told your former self. Okay, love you guys.